I'll start the recording early. Well, a few months to go before the Pokémon Direct. Well, predictions, obviously Pokemon Home. Maybe a spin-off. Maybe it's just 20 minutes of Home. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is obtusely complicated. It's going to connect. Go, let's go, Sun and Moon. Well, Bank, not, And, the new games. See if this one lasts more than 2 generations. If they're going to cut Bank so soon. We're in just making our application for it on the Switch. Main prediction. So it's either going to be subscription again. But most likely, it's going to probably be free to play with microtransactions. And I'm going to be very concerned about what the microtransactions are going to be. I hope I'm wrong. Hope it's just free. It kind of annoys me that we have to pay for these things when, I don't know. They're eventually going to cut the cord and all older generations probably won't be able to connect anymore. Anything past Gen 5 won't be transferable. And by past Gen 5, I mean you won't even be able to send anything from Gen 5 up. 6, 7... all the virtual console releases. We'll see if they shut down when they shut down the 3DS servers. Probably not, since it's paid, but I wouldn't put it past them. 3 months to go. The air predictions. Well, we got here one of two things in regards to the Pokedex issue. They'll either, by some miracle, change their mind and please end all the negativity constantly, and please put all the Pokemon in the games from now on, and not give excuses for not doing it that don't line up with any form of reality. Or they're going to ignore it and or double down. And that's my biggest fear, is that Pokemon Home will actually have the 3D models of the Pokemon and the animations for all the Pokemon. And it's just going to be like, so let me get this straight. We have to have it all on our mobile phones, but the Switch can't handle it. For that reason, I hope it's the sprites. But they aren't going to market it if it's just the sprites, are they? Who knows, maybe they'll make sprites for all the older Pokemon. It'll probably just be like Bank. That's one thing that actually disappoints me about Shield's PC system. Pokemon Bank is actually far, far more usable. It's surprising how quick and fast Pokemon Bank is. Going from any of the other games and then going to it. Yeah, there's no touchscreen, but surprisingly, I don't know, controls really well. Well, minute to go. Yay. Oh, actually started.
Pokémon Direct へ
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Oh boy.
In today's broadcast,
I'd like to touch on two topics. Let's get started with the first topic. Have a look at the following footage.
No DLC. Diamond Pearl. Wait, Mystery Dungeon. Mystery Dungeon! Is this going? Wait. Is it a Mystery Dungeon rather than Blue Remake? This game had ridiculous.
Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX.
Okay. I don't know how much I like the art style, but I like the background. It's just models. Okay. So it features. Oh, yeah, I typed Lucario. I don't like that.
Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX.
It's been about 15 years since Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team, and Blue Rescue Team were released for the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance systems in Japan. But now they will gain a new life as a Nintendo Switch title. Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX will be released March 6, 2020.
Oh, I guess I found something else for March.
What's more, we'll release a demo version on Nintendo eShop, available later today. You'll be able to carry over your save data to the full version of the game once purchased, so please take this opportunity to get a sample of the fun.
I have always
Now, for the other topic,
starters that I picked in the main game.
I think we'll ask Game Freak to share it with you.
Not purposely.
Mr. Masuda, Mr. Omori, it's all yours.
This is the year going to make things
Hello everyone, I'm Masuda from Game Freak.
Hello, and I'm Omori, also from Game Freak.
We hope everyone has been finding something to enjoy in the latest entries to the Pokémon series, Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield, since their release last November.
Then they're over.
Our goal is always to deliver lively new adventures that delight Pokémon trainers around the world.
We did our best to fill these titles with fun activities so that our players could have a fulfilling experience.
The game
And the Galar region is a vast one.
No, it's not.
We suspect you've had many new discoveries and fun encounters along your adventure.
Define you.
We've been thinking about how much we'd like it if everyone's Pokémon adventures could go on even longer, with more to dig into and new discoveries to explore. We've been working on plans for some time, in fact. This is why we at Game Freak are now developing the Pokémon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokémon Shield Expansion Pass. Downloadable expansions for the Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield games that will be available for purchase from Nintendo eShop.
If it doesn't allow all Pokemon.
Until now, we've sometimes released new titles set in the same region as previous games, such as Pokémon Platinum version or Pokémon Ultra Sun and Pokémon Ultra Moon.
Those are sequels. Take Black 2 and White 2 out.
This expansion pass will be different from those games. You'll be able to set out on new adventures using the save data you're already playing with.
We're in the thick of development now, but we've prepared some footage for you so you'll be able to at least get a feeling for what new experiences await you.
You better patch in all the Pokemon for paying for this.
Please have a look.
It's going to just have like 3 legendaries. That doesn't look. That's okay. Please start with. Wait, so the Reggie's Talonflame. Are we adding Ireland? So wait, does this mean there's gonna be multiple? nice. So it is a separate DLC. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, so that's...
What did you think of this first look? The Pokémon Sword Expansion Pass and the Pokémon Shield Expansion Pass will be composed of the Isle of Armor, planned to be released June 2020, and the Crown Tundra, planned to be released in fall 2020.
So we aren't getting in our Pokemon.
If you buy the Pokémon Sword or Pokémon Shield Expansion Pass, you'll be able to enjoy both as they're released. Each part offers a different adventure, where you'll be able to visit unseen areas of the Galar region and meet new people and Pokemon that live there. There are 2 versions of the expansion pass, one for Pokemon Sword and one for Pokemon Shield. Different Pokemon will appear in the different versions, and you'll also run into some different people and places. We're hoping players can continue with the classic Pokemon experience of trading with one another and working together.
Now, without further ado, let's have the director himself present more information on the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Mr. Tani?
GPS is like the worst thing they did in Sword and Shield. Well, okay, Dex is the worst thing, but the other's really, really bad.
Hello, I'm Tani from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for the Pokémon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokémon Shield Expansion Pass. The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra are in development as we speak. So today, we'd like to show off some designs and concept art to help introduce you to these new areas.
Did they just cancel
Your adventures in Galar are getting even bigger. First, let us introduce the Isle of Armor, which focuses on the theme of growth. Take a look.
Is this going to make training even easier? I mean, I don't know.
The next destination in your adventure is a giant island off the shores of the Galar region known as the Isle of
There's
Armor.
just nothing to do.
This island is full of
Pokemon
beautiful
train.
nature. You'll find beaches,
EV train's
bogs,
annoying.
forests, caves, and dunes. And of course, you'll find Pokemon that you couldn't previously find in Galar dwelling there too.
So now I think it's confusing what was in what.
There's a
was
dojo for Pokemon battles on this island,
in.
and you'll take up an apprenticeship under the Pokemon trainer who runs it. This is Mustard, who will become your mentor. He's also the mentor of Champion Leon, who you probably know quite well. In fact, Mustard has occupied the seat of champion himself in the past. You'll also encounter new rivals among your fellow apprentices. When playing with the Pokémon Sword Expansion Pass, you'll be training with Clara, who is a Poison-type user. When playing with the Pokémon Shield Expansion Pass, you will be training with Avery, who is a Psychic-type user. They're both training hard so they can someday have a gym and stadium to call their own.
Oh, my number's 126.
Next, we'd like to introduce the legendary Pokémon that will be central to the story. Cub Fu. It's a fighting-type Pokémon
So
that
he
strives to
evolves
become
into
stronger
12
with
forms
single-minded
instead of
dedication.
one version.
As you progress through your training, Mustard will entrust you with this Pokémon.
Okay, so that's interesting.
Once you complete your training together with Cub Fu, it will be able to evolve into Urshifu. Urshifu is a Pokémon with two distinct styles.
So I don't have
There
to
is
have
single
those.
strike style,
Yay.
a fighting and dark type style that delivers a single strike at blinding speed. There is also rapid strike style, a fighting and water type style that focuses on unleashing a torrent of rapid strikes. What's more, it's been revealed that Urshifu has a Gigantamax form. Each style will have a different appearance, as well as a different G-Max
that's
move.
What that was.
You'll be able to evolve your Cubfu into an Urshifu in one of these two styles, single strike style or rapid strike style, during your adventure.
I assume-
Urshifu is a powerful Pokemon with a brand new ability, and it also has a new move for each of its two styles. Once you've completed your training, bring it with you for some online battles or official competitions.
Now I want to know what. Please.
We
tell
also
me
want
what
to talk
they're
about
doing over
Rillaboom,
and over.
Cinderace, and Inteleon,
I want-
final evolutions of the first three Pokemon you team up with in the Galar
Now what
region.
price this is going.
During your adventure in the Isle of Armor, these special partners in your
That's
teams
okay.
will be able to Gigantamax. You can look forward to
He's
seeing
straight
their
up a
new
sniper
forms
now.
and new G-Max moves.
Oh,
And
boy.
as you can see here, we've got even more in the works to make sure
Apricorns,
your journey is as smooth and fun as possible.
Wait.
There are new fashion items,
Oh, you can wear.
and you'll even be able to obtain new looks for your bike. We hope you'll look forward to the new experiences coming in the Isle of Armor.
The regular bike outfit. But then
Next, I'd like to discuss the Crown Tundra, the second area, which has a theme of exploration. I'm going to show you the information we have at the moment.
So yeah, not too much.
This expansion is set in the snow-swept realm of the Crown Tundra. Take a look for
I assume
yourself
it's
at the beautiful
beyond,
scenery of this shining, silvery landscape.
Oh wait, is there?
As it turns out, the Isle of Armor isn't the only uncharted area waiting for you all in the Galar region. In this frigid area, with its towering winter mountains, people live in small communities that support and rely on each other. Much like on the Isle of Armor, you'll be able to find Pokémon that didn't appear in the Galar region before.
I don't.
Fitting right in with this area's theme of exploration, there will be plenty for you to uncover. You might find a strange temple where you least
frontier.
expect it, or maybe spy a mysterious giant tree growing in a place it doesn't seem to belong.
They're going at the Belfast.
A certain person will appoint you as the leader of their exploration team in the Crown Tundra. You can gear up for adventure, and then head out to explore blizzard-swept fields, and even deep inside Pokémon dens, which you could only previously get a glimpse of
It's
during
going to be
max rate
Cynthia,
battles.
isn't it? 'Cause they have to put Cynthia
Next,
whenever they can.
we'd like to introduce Calyrex, the legendary Pokémon you'll discover during your adventure. Legends say this
Interesting.
Pokémon once ruled over a part of Galar that included the Crown Tundra.
Ooh,
It's
I
characterized
like the
by
type.
its graceful, regal movements. Get ready to experience a never-before-told story about the mysteries of Calyrex. The Crown Tundra will have a new form of co-op play as well.
Interesting.
This will allow you and friends to enter and explore Pokémon dens that exist underground in the Crown Tundra. Deep inside the dens, you may see legendary Pokémon from past games Dynamaxing before your eyes.
Wait.
You'll be able to meet and make allies of all kinds of legendary Pokémon during your adventures in the Crown Tundra,
Oh no.
including ones
well,
you'll be
good
able
thing
to
those
catch
legendary
through this
Pokemon are
co-op
gone.
play. It also appears that some brand
Oh,
new
no,
legendary
that's not
Pokémon
gonna
are
go
also waiting to be found somewhere in this land.
Please don't make it.
And combined with the Isle of Armor, dozens of new clothing items will be
Do we
added.
have to buy?
Plus, there will be new battles waiting for you to challenge once you complete your entire game, including the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. We can't go into the details of everything, but we're working on planning and
wanna be able
developing
to
new
all my
ways to
Pokemon
enjoy
ways
Pokemon
are
even as we
just
speak.
grind.
The Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra areas themselves
feel
are
like-
actually two key examples of the things we're working on. Both areas are in fact seamless maps, much like the wild area you can already experience in the
Okay.
Galar region, where players are able to move around freely and control the camera. Of course, you'll be able to connect with other trainers and play with them too. There will be Pokemon dens as well, and you'll be able to engage in max raid battles against Pokémon that haven't previously appeared in the Galar region. There's more to see and do on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra than there was even in the wild area. We'll bring you more information about them in future news reports, so please stay tuned.
I'm worried they might just not release Home.
What did you think? We at Game Freak are all working hard to bring you new content,
Translator and
so you can spend more time having fun in the Galar region. We hope you're as excited as we are for what's to come.
Pokemon Home?
Thank you, Mr. Tani. On the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra, you'll see some familiar Pokemon that didn't appear in the Galar region before. There will be more than 200 Pokemon species that appear in these areas, and you can add to your team, including the legendary Pokemon mentioned before.
Additionally, we'll be distributing free updates for Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield that will coincide with the releases of the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. These updates will allow people who don't have the Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield expansion pass to obtain the Pokémon that appear on the Isle of Armor and in the Crown Tundra through other means, such as trading.
And
Players will also be able to bring over Pokémon to their games from the cloud service Pokémon Home, as long as the Pokémon appear in the Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield expansion packs. Pokémon Home is planned to launch in February 2020. We intend to release even more details before then, so please wait just a little bit longer.
okay. That's weird
Finally,
not to
we have
release
some
it
more
soon.
news for our Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield players. Starting today, it seems like you're more likely to run into Gigantamax Colossal,
I really don't like
Gigantamax Lapras, and Gigantamax Flapple or Gigantamax Appleton in max raid battles in the wild area. Face these powerful Pokemon with your friends. There will also be a software update going live available later today. Once you've received the update, head to Wedgehurst Station. In Pokemon Sword, you'll encounter Clara, while in Pokemon Shield, you'll run into Avery. You'll also encounter a Galarian Slowpoke that's wandered in from the Isle of Armor.
So wait, is he poisonous?
You can try to catch it and add it to your team. Galarian Slowpoke can evolve into Galarian Slowbro if you use an item that can be found on the Isle of Armor,
Of course. Of course.
or into
Because,
Galarian
that's-
Slowking if you use an item that can be found in the Crown Tundra.
Oh no.
Don't
not
forget to
this
check it
again.
out.
What did you think?
You're not
Today,
angry all the
we've
Pokemon,
finally
but
been
you're
able
going
to show you
have
some
all
of what we at Game Freak are hoping to achieve going
It's not gonna
forward.
Go over well.
We hope we've been able to get you excited for the continuing adventures waiting for you in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. Each part offers a different adventure. We'll do our best to fill it to the brim with adventures like you've never experienced
But
before.
if it still just ends when you beat the main story.
Whether you're just starting with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, or you've done everything there is to do, we'll do our best to develop something that everyone can enjoy.
I don't think you've done that.
Stay tuned for more updates in the future.
My thanks to everyone from Game Freak. The Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass, which contains both the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, will be available for pre-purchase on Nintendo eShop later today.
That's
You'll also be able to access
okay. Well, I guess it's over. Well. Okay. That was weird. Well.